Hello friend, today we will talk some important theorem from complex variable. Okay, you have to know this theorem before going to the examination hall. Okay, now the first theorem is Liouville's dominated theorem. This is an extremely important theorem. The theorem says that no entire functions dominate another entire functions. Okay, so it means that if f and g are two entire functions, and if mod f less equal to mod g everywhere, then f is equal to a into g for some complex number a. Okay, that is, if a and g be two entire functions, and if mod f less equal to mod g everywhere, then you can say that they're equal. Okay, f equal to a dot g for some complex number a. So no interfunction dominate another interfunctions. Okay, this is Liouville's dominated theorem. We discuss only statements of the theorem. Theorem 2 is Picard's little theorem. This is also a very good theorem. It says that any non-constant entire function takes on every complex number as values, possibly with a single exception. It means if f is a non-constant entire function, then the range of f or image of f is either c or c minus single point. Okay, if f is a non-constant interfunctions, then the image of f is either c or c minus single point or nothing. Okay, then you can also these statements says that any interfunction whose image omits two or more complex number, then the function should be constant, because by Picard's little theorem, every non-constant interfunctions whose image is either c or c minus single point. If the image of our interfunction omits two or more complex numbers, at least two, then the function should be constant. Okay. Number third, Liouville's theorem. Every bounded interfunction must be constant. Everyone know this theorem. Every bounded interfunction must be constant. Okay. Now, number 4 is open mapping theorem. Okay. Let U be a domain. Okay. And f from U to C is a non-constant holomorphic function. So U is a domain, f from U to C is a non-constant holomorphic function. Okay, then f is an open map. First of all, f is a non-constant holomorphic, that is analytic. Non-constant analytic is an open map. It means f sends open subset of U to the open subset of C. Simple. Okay, if U is a domain of the complex plane C and f is a function from U to C, that f is non-constant and holomorphic, that is analytic function. Okay, then f is an open map, that is f sends each open subset of U to the open subset of C. Okay. Number 5, Schwarz lemma. Okay, let D be an open unit disk. Okay, z such and mod z less than 1. Okay, this is an open unit disk in the complex plane C, center at the origin. Okay, so D is an open unit disk, no problem. And let f from D to C is a analytic or holomorphic function with f of 0 equal to 0 and mod fz less equal to 1 on D, then mod fz less equal to z everywhere in D and mod f0 less equal to 1. Okay, so the theorem says that D is an open index and f from D to C, this is a holomorphic function with f of 0 equal to 0 and mod fz less equal to 1 on D. Then we can say that mod fz less equal to z for all z belongs to D and mod f0 less equal to 1. Okay, this is Schwarz's lemma. Next, number 6, if f is a non-constant interfunction, then its image is a dense in C. Okay, non-constant interfunction, then the image of the function is dense in C. Okay, now number 7, generalized Liouville's theorem. This is also important. You can see that fz is an entire function, no problem, with mod fz less equal to C mod z to the power n, where C is a constant and n is a non-negative integer. Okay, and for sufficiently large mod z. This is true for some constant C and for some non-negative integer n and for sufficiently large value of mod z. Okay, so f is an entire function such that mod fz less equal to C mod z to the power n. Then we can say that f is a polynomial of degree of at most n. Okay, if fz is the entire function with this, then f is a polynomial of degree at most n. Okay, now number 8, let f be an entire function. Okay, and if f has a uncountably many zeros, then f is constant. That is, we can say that a non-constant entire function has a countable zeros. If an entire function have uncountably many zeros, then we can say that it should be constant. Okay, number 9, this is extremely important theorem. I can discuss this theorem in my previous video. Now also I can say the statements that it says that identity theorem, suppose Zn is a sequence of points having a limit point in D. Suppose Zn is a sequence of points having a limit point in D, where D is a domain. Okay, and if fz and gz both are analytic in this domain. Okay, and fzn equal to gzn for all zn. Okay, then we can say that fz equal to gz throughout this domain. Okay, so the theorem says that Zn is a sequence of points having a limit point in D, and f and gz are both analytic in D with this fzn equal to gzn. Then we can say that f and g are identical throughout D. Okay, now number 10, Cochise fundamental theorem. Simple. If f is analytic throughout a simply connected region G, then integration over gamma fz dz 0 for every closed rectifiable curve gamma lying in G. Simple. If f is analytic throughout a simply connected region, then integration over gamma fz dz equal to 0 for every closed rectifiable curve gamma lying in G. Simple. Okay, or for every simple closed curve gamma lying in G. You can say that closed. You can say that for every simple closed curve. So if it is analytic throughout a simply connected region G, then integration over gamma fz dz equal to 0 for every simple closed curve gamma lying in G. No problem. This is Cochise theorem. Now 11. Modulus theorems. Also you can say that the converse of Cochise theorem. If f is continuous in a simply connected region G, okay, first of all continuous. If fz is continuous in a simply connected region G, and if integration over C fz dz equal to 0 for every simple closed curve C in G, then we can say that f is analytic in G. If f is analytic, then integral 0 for every simple closed curve, and the converse says that fz continuous in a simply connected region G, and integration over C fz dz equal to 0 for every simple closed curve C in G, then fz is analytic. Okay. Next, maximum modulus theorem. This is very important. This theorem says that if fz is analytic within and on, there is a boundary. If fz is analytic within and on a simple closed curve C, within C and on C, there is a boundary of C, then the maximum value of mod z occurs only on C, that is the boundary of C. Okay. If fz is analytic within and on a simple closed curve C, then the maximum value of mod fz occurs on C, unless f is a constant function. Suppose f is analytic within and on a simple closed curve C, but the maximum value of mod fz occurs within C, then we can say that f is constant. Okay. If this is not true, then you can say f is constant. Okay. If z is analytic within and on a simple closed curve C, then the maximum value of mod fz occurs on C. If the maximum value of mod fz does not occur on C, then we say that f is a constant function. Okay, no problem. Minimum modulus theorem. Similarly, fz is analytic within and on a simple closed curve C. If fz not equal to 0 inside C, then mod fz must assumes its minimum value, that is the minimum value of mod fz occurs on C, unless f is a constant function. That is, if fz is analytic within and on a simple closed curve C, and if fz not equal to 0 inside C, but the minimum value of mod fz does not occur on C, this is a boundary of C, then we can say f is a constant. Okay, this is minimum modulus theorem. Now we can discuss Riemann's theorem. This is very important on removable singularity. Okay, the theorem says that let G be an open subset of the complex plan C. Okay, so G be an open subset of the complex plan, and alpha belongs to G. No problem. Suppose f is analytic on G minus alpha and is bounded in this, that is a dilated delta neighborhood of alpha for some delta greater than 0. So G is the analytic in G minus alpha and bounded in a dilated delta neighborhood of alpha. Then we say that alpha is a removable singularity of f. Also you can say that if f is analytic and bounded in a dilated delta neighborhood of alpha, then alpha is the analytic point or a removable singularity of f. Either one case must be true. So the theorem says that let G be an open subset of the complex plan C and alpha belongs to G, and f is analytic on G minus alpha and bounded in a dilated delta neighborhood of alpha, then we say that alpha is a removable singularity of f. No problem. Number 15. Now the limit point of the zeros of a function f which is not identically 0, this is important. The limit point of the zeros of a function is an essential singularity of the function. Okay, and the limit point of the poles of a function is the non-isolated essential singularity of the function. Limit point of zeros is an essential singularity of the function, and limit point of the poles is a non-isolated essential singularity of the function. Okay, This is some important theorem. There are many theorems in complex variables. Okay, but you have to know these 16 theorems, only statements and nothing. We can use these theorem statements directly in our examinations. Okay, in the question paper. If you like this video, then subscribe to my channel and hit and also hit the bell icon. Okay, and also you can share these videos with your friends. Okay, see you in the next video. Tata.